when Anna suddenly started trashing around in the lake she was swimming in. Onlookers knew that something was wrong. They wanted to jump in to help her get to shore, but when they noticed that a bear was actually charging out of the woods toward her, they all held back. What happened next would surprise everybody who was present at the lake that day. But before we start our story, smash the like button, make sure to subscribe, and hit the notifications bell so you won't miss any new stories. Anna knew she should not have gotten in the lake that day. Things were bound to go wrong when she tried to swim for a long time, and now there was nobody that could help her. But from all the worst-case scenarios she could come up with, none of them involved a bear swimming in her direction. The bear was coming at her at rapid speed, and Anna was wondering if she should just stop trying to stay afloat and just let herself drown. It would be a more peaceful ending than getting ripped to shreds by this giant animal, but she was not in time as the bear was already face to face with her in the lake. But then the animal did something that nobody expected. But how did Anna manage to get herself into this situation? Why was the bear so dead set on getting to her, and what was he going to do to Anna? It was a big step for Anna to take her family out to the lake again. The location was an absolute favorite for the locals, and when the weather was as nice as today, it was often packed with visitors. And today was no different. It was looking like the whole town had come out here today, and Anna saw a lot of familiar faces, which was something she was not particularly happy about. She was very nervous about what she was going to do today, and would have liked a few less onlookers, while her two sons ran out of the car and into the water as soon as the car had come to a stop. Anna took her time and started unloading all the supplies she had brought with her for today. She took her time finding a good spot, but in reality she was just trying to delay the inevitable. While looking at the semi-clear water in which everybody was seemingly having the time of their life, Anna felt her heart sink a little bit. Her mind immediately went back to that faithful day almost a year ago by now. Anna tried to shake it off before she could not get that day out of her mind again. Because she knew that if that happened, then she would probably not get in at all today. But even with the most positive mindset, all these people around were still a problem for her. But that problem would soon get solved. While Anna was slowly and nervously preparing herself to get into the water, a car pulled up near the waterfront. Anna recognized the markings on the vehicle immediately, and so did everybody else. They knew this could not mean anything good. Out of the car stepped a sunglasses-wearing forest ranger, and he was carrying a microphone. He started off telling everybody not to panic, but he did have some bad news to bring. And a sigh of disappointment could be heard going across the lake from everybody except probably Anna. A couple of miles from her, there had been a brown bear with cubs sighted. They had no idea if the animal was heading in this direction, and they would expect it to stay clear from so many people. But just to be safe, he would appreciate it if everybody went home today. For their own safety, after that, the car quickly drove off again, presumably to continue tracking the bear's movements. But as it would turn out, the ranger was not going to spot the bear again until it was too late. Meanwhile, Anna saw that most people got out of the water and reluctantly started gathering their things. This was a place where almost everybody had at least seen a bear once before, and most people knew that you should not be messing with a mommy bear protecting her cubs. But despite the risk, there were still a couple of people who were not going anywhere. And while Anna was at first fully planning on taking her boys and going home, she did now recognize that most of the people leaving, she could finally get into the lake without all those people potentially seeing her. And to her, this was worth the tiny risk of this bear in the area. Her boy was visibly confused when she told them that they were not going to leave like nearly everybody else, but they had no problem with it. If their mother said it was fine, then who were they to question it? And so they got quickly back into the water. Anna patiently waited for everybody who wanted to leave to be gone. It took about half an hour of sitting on the sides, but at least the lake was mostly abandoned now. And due to her excitement about the situation, Anna had nearly forgotten all about the bear in the area, including her and her boys. There were maybe 15 to 20 people in the lake at the moment, as opposed to the 100 plus it was before. Anna could now easily pick out a quiet spot at the lake where she could start swimming peacefully and without being judged. And the reason Anna wanted this so bad is because she got completely embarrassed at the lake last year. She was not the best swimmer, but had gone in with full confidence, something that she would have quickly come to regret. It did not take long before Anna started feeling a very serious cramp, so much that she could barely keep her head above water, and she started screaming for help. But in all her panic thrashing around in the water, Anna had actually managed to lose her bikini top. But because she was so focused on not dying there, she did not notice this until somebody had managed to pull her onto the shore. and she realized it only when she saw that everybody was staring at her breasts. It was something that she would never forget. Anna did want to build up her confidence in swimming again. Otherwise, she was afraid that she would completely forget how to do it over time. She figured that she had already had the worst swimming experience possible under her belt, so it should only be up from here. But the poor woman was very much mistaken. The swimming actually went very well at first. So well that Anna was not even paying attention to how far she was getting away from the shore. Only when she started becoming a bit tired did she figure out that she had actually made it all the way to the center of the lake. Anna started to panic now. She could feel her muscles starting to hurt and her energy flowing out of her body at a rapid pace. The last time things went wrong for her at this lake, there were enough people around to save her. But that was not the case anymore due to the threat of the bear. And talking about the bear, Anna started to scream for help, knowing that she would not make it back to shore alone, but there was nobody close enough to help her. They could probably barely even hear her. But there was somebody who did hear her, or rather, some animal. The bear reacted to Anna's scream and quickly started swimming towards her. Anna feared the worst, but the bear actually grabbed her by the shirt and started dragging her to the side of the lake. After getting her to safety, the mother bear retreated again back into the forest. Anna still does not understand why the animal did this for her. But she knows one thing for sure: she is never swimming in that lake again.